Hello everyone, Hayley Boggs here. Today I wanted to tell you guys a little story about procrastination and kind of if that's something that is putting the brakes on your business and how to learn to be proactive to counter that. And procrastination was something that I was really bad at. I mean, amazingly bad at. Basically anything that I could put off till tomorrow, I did. It's awful. Though somewhere along the way, I figured out that the goals that I wanted to achieve are important enough to me to make them happen. So I started to learn how to be proactive. And my definition of proactivity is doing what you can do and really doing it. The goal that I had in mind for myself was to become in the mindset of keeping myself accountable. And how I started all that was having a reason, something that I wanted to achieve behind my daily doing to keep myself moving forward. And I started off with some really small steps. Basically keeping promises to myself and to other people and doing what I said I was going to do. And a lot of that was small projects of things I wanted to do for myself. I think my upstairs neighbors are moving around stuff. So, small projects. And a lot of that were just books that I said I would read but I never made the time for. Some creative projects that I really wanted to do for my own personal reasons, but never really got around to it. But I started doing those projects and doing them from start to finish, the whole way through, and not cutting corners either. And what I found with this is it started to build up a trust within myself, for myself, because I knew I would do the things that I said I was going to do. And another major thing that I learned within this is prioritizing. And that's not letting yourself be distracted by the unimportant. It's getting the most important things that you want to do that are going to move you towards your goals done first thing in the morning and not waiting to let the project stretch out, and by trimming out the things that are unnecessary for you to do, just doing what you really need to do with that project and the most important things. So, I'll use an example. For college students, I'm sure every college student has at least with one project put it off until just the night before the project's due. But when you're doing that project, when you just have that evening to do it, you don't put in any extra stuff. You don't let yourself be distracted by your email or by this, that, or phone calls or texts. You do the project, you do what you need to, you make sure you understand the project so you don't have to redo anything. You get it all done in that small time frame. Giving yourself a tight schedule to get the most important things you want to done really helps the end product. There's no dilly-dallying. There's no procrastination. There's no distractions. You're getting the most important thing done that you want to get done. And then afterwards you can move on to other things. So the other thing was proactivity. Doing what you know you can do and what you know how to do and doing it daily. And not focusing on the things that you don't know how to do at present. Because if whatever you're doing is important enough to you, you will learn all the new tasks and skills necessary when they become necessary. That's one of the best ways to learn because you're not relearning stuff all the time, and that takes up time and energy to relearn things. So learning what you need to when you need to learn it. And taking action steps every day to make sure you're going in the direction that you want to, which is always forward. So I kind of wanted to break and tell you guys about a little personal project that I kept to myself that was pretty monumental to me. So One of the things I was procrastinating on was reading this book. It's Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. And it's about the geisha, the entertainers, artisans in Japan in the 1930s. It's very fascinating. And one of the main characters, basically what the story is all about, is this character called Sayuri. So after reading this book, I really wanted to paint Sayuri in the picture that I had of her in my head. Though I put it off for one reason or another, wasn't making the time for it, but I wound up just being excuses at the end of the day. That's what procrastination is a bunch of excuses. I started to do little sketches of her so I could have a basic idea of what I wanted her to look like. So I did a few of these and they didn't turn out to be just right or this, that, or the other thing. And I decided that, I want to get this done. So not putting things off anymore, I did this conceptual sketch of kind of what I wanted the painting to look like with her features and the strokes and that kind of thing. So after I got that done, it only took me 2 days to actually get the whole painting done. And she might not be completely perfect, but I got the project done. And this is honestly my first painting, so I think I did pretty alright. And I put a lot of the concepts that I felt about her into this, and it was just really monumental for me to get this done. I know by getting something small like this done, and something especially that I didn't know how to do, and that I didn't have supplies for, or anything like that, or even somebody to really help me out with figuring out how to do the art strokes. But I got it done. No excuses. And now I know that I will get the other bigger projects that I want to done in life because I can keep these little promises to myself daily. Only took me 2 days to get this done after about 2 months of procrastinating. And it means so much to me. So I wanted to challenge you guys today to do something that's really important to you, some personal project, and to get it done within the next week here. So definitely leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and subscribe, and tell me how your project worked out and how you feel about yourself now from after getting it done. Or if there is a project that you've put off and you've gotten it done recently, tell me about your experience with it. So until next time, everyone, take care and peace. Hayley Boggs out.